course, you put the two new guys together.
Let's all be fair here. We all know that they're totally into.
Yeah, of
Totally,
course.
totally what?
Oh, that's good. I made a hot chocolate, and I put espresso and you know how they have like these like little Bailey's beans or whatever chocolates?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
put a couple of those in there. Holy fuck, it's good.
Oh man, that sounds really good. Although I'm not keen on chocolate and coffee together. But
I put chocolate and coffee together. Like I don't put much coffee in it. It just intensifies the taste of the chocolate.
oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Any baker knows
oh,
this.
DM.
Alright. Yes.
We never added the 2 spells. Well, I mean, we added the scroll, but we didn't add the spell that I got, and
Oh.
we need to add my second.
Ah,
Add a thingamajig. I don't fucking thingamajigger.
Oh, and my armor. I don't know if you put it in or not, or if I need to put it
I
in.
believe I did.
Uh,
I see the scroll like right in front. Like the scroll's in it. In my thing. My
Yep, you did.
inventory. It's one of those days.
Let's get rid of that studded leather armor. Bye bye. Now
Bye,
my armor
bitch.
class is 18 instead of 16.
Kinky. I don't
Big
know.
difference. Also, I can jump really high.
Hell yeah.
Is that DM? Did you put that in my inventory as well, or
I did.
I'm trying to find it? Did you just like put it like under? Oh yeah, you put it under the armor.
I don't think I added my XP to my character. I'm gonna need the 256. Okay. Let's do that real quickly.
Wow, 20 feet.
Oh,
is there
if we
s-
kill some people in this session, I should become level 11.
Hey DM, I see that you are playing music. I cannot hear it.
Oh.
I didn't even know the DM was playing music.
Yeah, well, I noticed that there was the little speaker icon on my tab, and then I couldn't hear anything, so I was like, that's weird.
And
Yeah, it's just quiet. It's quietly playing in the background, not very loud at all. There it is.
can you hear it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm creating the call Cosmos spell.
Hell yeah.
I just realized why I
music.
couldn't hear anything. I had Chrome sound turned off for some reason, even though I haven't touched it at all.
It'd be like that.
It's like I've had this problem recently where like my computer will turn off the volume for random sites or tabs or whatever for no reason, and I have to go fix it manually. Like I don't touch the master volume for anything. It's really fucking weird.
My life is really. I had the weirdest thing happen to me at work. Actually, I've had quite a few things weird happen to me this week. One thing I found out today was obviously I need to double check the emails I send.
Notice of heating.
Yes, notice of heating. Second thing is I just got a bomb dropped on me that some of the stuff I've created to make my life easier to keep track of things, they are going to be using those as evidence in cases. And I was like, y'all should have fucking told me this like when I was making it, so I would have made it look nicer, not like a 12-year-old did it.
Yeah. My keyboard needs to be cleaned really bad.
I'm gonna clean my. Oh, also, this is just an FYI. So my lease ends next month on the 22nd. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to. But let's see what day the 22nd falls on. If I'll have a. If I'll be able to play. That week, the week of the 22nd of June.
Because you may be moving, you mean?
Yeah, no, because my lease ends at the apartment complex I'm staying in, and we have to have Wi-Fi, and then obviously the big rule my boyfriend and I have, because we're both major gamers, is we're not allowed to set up our computers until we get the entire house unpacked. Because if we get our computers unpacked first, we're both just gonna sit there and play games. So just kind of giving you like a vague heads up, even though it's still like a month away.
So, in other words, if a month from now you're playing with us in a session, you're doing the wrong thing.
Yes, pretty much. Unless I have Wi-Fi and the house is unpacked.
All right.
Noted.
So it also depends on if we're able to have Wi-Fi, if we get the Wi-Fi set up quick enough at the house. So yeah, just hands.
Crosby Big Belly. You're so fat. You're gonna knock over your water though. You can't be laying next to it like that.
I can. Dad,
you.
I want to.
And put your tongue away. You know it's gonna dry up. Man, this hot chocolate's good.
I have.
Tastes like sin.
My life is a sin.
Where the fuck did I put my phone?
Speaking of saying my life is a sin.
Okay, Ines,
So
you now know All Cosmos.
Fuck yeah.
Now, everybody's here. Everybody's ready.
Yep.
I guess. I mean, whatever. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, now we got ambiance and music. All right.
All
I
right.
almost prefer the ambiance. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it fits the plane of shadows for sure.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyone would like to recap? You could describe why you're in this small box.
Oh, I can't remember. Were we already in the town last session when we started?
Oh yeah, no, we were in the town. We were resting up. We went to the merchant. I mean,
you just missed it most of the session.
That's my life right there.
So I can't remember if we were already in the town. I don't think we were either way. We drove to the town. We got there. People seemed to know who Cal was, even though he had no memory of being there ever. But he also had an apartment there, so clearly he has been here. And so we talked to two of the people there for a couple of minutes, and then the city got attacked by a giant. And everyone was running and screaming, and we wanted to leave, but then decided to fight the giant. And we lost, I think, 2 people from the Kael, and managed to kill the giant. And now, also Fletcher almost died. And then we managed to go see some merchants and buy some stuff, and then now we are here in these apartments because nobody lives in almost any of them.
Yeah, it's
So
the city is
where we're
about
at
half the size, but still it has like maybe 1/100th of the number of people. So almost all of the apartments and buildings in the city are empty. And you've commandeered these 3 right next to each other. So what will you do?
Well, we gotta follow. I know that I talked to a doctor whose name escapes me right now. They put a tracker signal thing on my communist, and we are trying to get to where that is. And the people in the town do not want us staying here because they think we attract bad people, and we're also about that. But cool, let's go do it.
Well, we kind of have to.
Do we? Can't we just accidentally just tire up and then just throw her off a cliff, and then throw like some scissors down there and tell her like, bad girl.
So I'm assuming she's going to be the most powerful enemy that we will have met in this quest. Which means we need to think about how to prepare to defend ourselves, get more powerful weapons, perhaps.
Yeah, well, there was a weapons dealer, wasn't there?
There was.
That sounds bad.
That's where I got my armor.
So I guess, so assuming we've all like have a long rest, we're all healed up. We have no, like all of our spell slots are cleared up.
We all got our health, you mean? Our
Yes.
hit points are at maximum?
Yeah.
Yes.
So is Monkey playing? Who the fuck is moving Monkey?
Me.
Okay. Wait.
And I assume that Cal would have cast that restoration spell as well, eh?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Can we
So
stay for-
anyone who has less intelligence, wisdom, charisma, any of those, Cal too.
What about me too?
You have ability score damage. Right now, I'll fix it. So you just need to refresh your screen. But any ability score damage you have, Cal heals it, I believe. Assuming so.
Because didn't like Cal like prepare like on like because we stayed for 3 days.
Yeah.
That first night, Cal prepared like spells, and the next day he casted them, and like restored everyone back to like where they were, like no debuffs or any of that shit.
Right.
Yeah. And then on the third day, I assumed like he got all his spell slots back.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You've
cool.
stayed long enough to heal from everything.
Okay.
The people living here are welcome to have you stay as long as you need to. And they're very grateful for the assistance that you provided in dealing with the shadow giant.
Maybe like that.
And what did they say? They said something along the lines, I need to get the module to go read it.
They said something along the lines of I need to get the module to read it.
That's me talking to myself. They said something along the lines of without their their star player, they might want to treat more fairly with us. Now that the giant is gone, like this group of Kyle who worked with Eclipse Innovations, they've been working with that shadow giant. And with the Shadow Giant gone and Eclipse Innovations gone, they might actually, be peaceful.
Switch sides.
So we can go threaten them and make them be peaceful.
Maybe we don't have to threaten them, just remind them that their overlords are gone.
And if that doesn't work, then I do have a +11 in intimidation, so I would not mind intimidating somebody.
Well, there you go.
I'm sure Inez
By the way.
I'm sure Inez wouldn't mind watching that.
I feel intimidated just thinking about it.
Give me one
All right,
moment.
so
I'm gonna go get.
I did threaten Cal last session, so.
Okay. So can we talk about that really confusing ass timeline that DM sent us while he's up? Because I tried looking at that and my brain just went like, what?
Yeah, it took me a couple of seconds to understand it, but once you understand it, it does make a lot of sense.
I mean, like I could follow it, but like there was just a lot of dots on the page and a lot of words.
Yeah, well, you just have to follow like the lines with the dots or whatever, and that's like where like the line leads to is where it actually happened. If that makes sense.
Yeah. anyone have any fun plans for the weekend?
No. I'm going to be practicing my updo, and that's it.
I'm
Your
looking at
updo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's
An
the
updo.
hairstyle. Yeah. I had to think about that one for a second. Yeah, so in our apartment complex, and I'm really glad that we're moving out soon. Someone on the 3rd floor,
All right.
of the building directly from us, like they keep their dogs out on the porch, and they just bark all night. Like they don't ever bring them inside, and I'm seriously considering. Yeah, can you not hear them through my microphone? They're so fucking loud.
Well, I didn't
Yep,
think they would be
I
on
can
the
hear
porch.
'em.
Yeah, no, they're on the porch right now, and they never bring them in, even when it's storming.
You need to
So-
call somebody about that. That's
I'm go-
animal abuse.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I just want to make sure that my rights get protected, and I'm gonna do it through my firm, so that way it doesn't look bad. I mean, so but yeah, no, they're like fucking obnoxious as shit.
What time is it where you are?
It is 7:39.
All right.
No, but like even like after like the sound curfew, because in our apartment complex we have a sound curfew, and sound curfew is at 9 p.m. on weekdays and then 10 p.m. on weekends. So but they keep their dogs out like way past, and it just I feel bad for those dogs because they're really pretty dogs, and they just treat them like shit.
Yeah, that's not okay of them.
No.
Like I can understand like if you're like trying to vacuum or like mop the floor, because we have hardwood floors in the entryway, like only the bedrooms have carpet. Like I can understand like putting a dog out there just like so you can quickly mop, so that way they're not like trying to fight the mop, or if you're trying to vacuum and they're not trying to fight the vacuum, like that I can get behind. But then like as soon
Yeah.
as you're done, like bring them back inside.
Yeah, honestly.
They can't be home.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know how it is during the day, like, during, like, the actual, like, work day, but when I come home from work, they're already out on the porch barking, so I'm almost positive the owners of those dogs just leave them on the porch, like, 24/7.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes sense to me given what I'm hearing, because they probably put them out when they go to work so they don't do any damage in the apartment, and they only bring them in when they're there themselves.
No, they don't even bring them in when they're there.
Wow. Why have a dog?
I don't fucking
Honestly.
know. It's like, and I mean, like, most of the time, like, so I used to live with someone that had 2 huskies, and then when we all went to work, they'd put them in their kennel, and they give them like some toys, and like they put like a little food bowl and a water bowl in there, so that way they have like food and water. But then as soon as they got home, they would take them out of the kennels. They would go play with them. Would take them for a walk. Because no one was home when all of us were at work, so obviously like making sure the house is safe like that is understandable. But these people, like, they treat their dogs so badly, and it makes me sad.
Anyway, can we?
Anyways, yes, we're playing. We're not talking about dogs being loud and obnoxious and being treated badly.
All right. So, I assume you leave the apartments
Oh yeah, I
on the
guess.
3rd day,
Yes.
or you spend the whole
Yeah.
day resting there and leave on the 4th day. I mean, that's up to you.
So
We could
that-
spend. I say
is
we
that-
just. Oh, go for it. Sorry.
I was going to say, is that the hallway right there?
Yeah.
Okay. So we all meet in the hallway?
I guess. I mean, we can't get out of our apartment right now because there's somebody in front of our door.
Yeah. Stop blocking the door, fat ass.
He actually has all 4 arms in the door frame.
And now there's a. No, I'm never gonna say that. Run. But now I can't get out.
That's fine.
Beach.
So you don't need to go step by step out of the building. I'm just gonna move to the outside the
Okay.
building.
Hey, look, a car. Okay, I'm sorry, but this is a side note, but this guy straight up reminds me of Kylo Ren.
He kind of does, doesn't he?
Kind of. I mean, like the facial structure, like the long black hair, the looking of like, ugh, why am I here? Ugh, kind of gives off that Kylo Ren vibe.
When they see you come out,
Yes.
the lady from before walks up to you with a big smile on her face. She looks at you and says, "Did you sleep well?"
Huh?
I'm not sure if there was much sleeping done, but yeah, sure. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
What? Huh? Am I missing something here?
She's just surprised that you guys sleep. Because you don't need to, she says.
Well, it's fun.
You don't need to sleep. You know that you can just remain awake at all times. There's
Yeah,
no
I
time
like
but-
sleeping, okay?
Okay.
And I enjoy burning people. In order to be able to burn people, I need to sleep. So
But the thing is, there's news.
it wasn't
Okay.
my fault.
She holds up a no. She says it absolutely was your fault.
Oh,
She
okay.
holds up a communist,
Communist.
and she's standing about 10 feet away, so you can't see what she's trying to show you. And
Okay.
she says they want to negotiate.
Okay. Who
Listening.
wants to nego-
This other faction of the Kyle who were working for Eclipse Innovations. They want to negotiate. I just got the message this morning.
Okay.
There's no morning. I just got the message 4 hours ago. So thank
Alright.
you very much.
You helped a
You're
lot. You
welcome.
are a great shot, though. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
I'm kind of jealous.
I like to shoot my shot.
Yeah, you can shoot your shot with Fletch and I upstairs if you'd like.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, it seems like you're leaving.
Damn, I was worth a shot though.
Maybe another time.
Maybe I'll take you
Yes,
up on that offer.
absolutely.
She plays with her hair a little. She says, "Where to next?"
Well, if they want to negotiate,
But what about? I mean, let's go. I mean, is there a place that's like neutral grounds for everybody, so it's not like we're on each other's home turf, like to kind of make it even? Like I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Not neutral turf. Common grounds? No.
Skydock, she says.
All right, then. If that's neutral grounds for everyone, let's go to Skydock.
She gets out her communicator and types something into it. A few seconds later, it dings. It makes an audible sound. And she says, yes, they've agreed that Skydock is a good location. They agree.
Yeah.
It is neutral.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that would
our-
make it fair for everyone, so that we no one's on each other's home turf, and if it's neutral, it's neutral. So
yeah, I was thinking, this is going to be the big battle. So we need as many people on our side as we can get. So what we want
we're
to do
trying to
I
negotiate.
don't think it's going to be a big battle, honestly. This is people negotiating.
Honestly, remember how last time we were in the shot? Oh wait, you wouldn't know that, damn it.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
here.
he was
Yeah, so but I'm thinking negotiating. I mean, they're going to leave her and come to us. And what we'd like them to do is stick with us because we're anticipating that there's going to be a big battle, and we could use as many people that are here with us as possible and as few people fighting with our enemy.
I say,
don't understand what you're trying to say.
yeah,
here.
I don't. I mean, because I know you don't know this, Cal, but the last time, at least Fletch and I, wow, Fletch and I, you are the one standing here. Last time Fletch and I in the Shadow Plains, negotiating seemed to really have worked better for just
Yes.
all around instead of like, because we almost all died, and then I played Negotiator, and we really just need to try to stick with like negotiation first, and like, I mean, obviously, if things go south, and there's not much you can do about it, but let's ask questions first and then start
Yeah.
shooting.
Or not start shooting at all.
I can't even
One
shoot.
or the
I
other.
mean, I can like shoot fire from my hands, but like I can't exactly.
You have a gun.
Oh yeah!
That was loud, Tank.
The
I
Well,
was
I
simply
legitimately forgot I had a gun, so it's okay.
I was simply
the Kyle lady
raising
backs away a little bit.
I was simply raising the question, what are we negotiating? Right? And I was proposing, as part of the negotiations, they're going to leave the enemy and join us, and then we talk about the role they could play in our final battle. They could be with us and helping us and supporting their own people.
Okay, so I guess I need to tell Cal about the conversation I had with the doctor. What was it, 2 weeks ago? Like 2 sessions ago? So, part of the conversation I had with the doctor, I just gotta scroll up to it. Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
What?
who's the doctor?
I'm trying to figure. I can't. It's like Dr. Grant? No.
Dr. Kragan.
Gargant. Okay. Gargant. Jesus Christ. I'll learn eventually.
Oh, my hot chocolate's gone.
Oh no. So
you guys were dealing with him before I came on the scene.
yes.
Yes.
And yes.
Yeah. And so part of the things we talked about was, she says, and I quote, "Come to my hall, sister. There'll be no more talk of light or dark, or the permutations in between. We'll sit side by side on our thrones of glass, drinking young wine rather than the old. Dank what the fuck? Dank? I haven't seen that word forever. Dank water that trickles beneath the world's skin." So from what I've gathered from that little vague conversation is that the Shadow Queen is, I don't know if this is true or not, but so part of the reason I've been so kind of on edge about killing the Shadow Queen is because the way that conversation went with Dr. Grant, the way she worded things, Gargant, the way she worded things, it sounded like I was the Shadow Queen. Then they said, "Oh, the Shadow Queen has arrived." We heard that when he had first arrived at the Shadow Plains, and so I'm kind of just like connecting dots, and I could be totally reading into this wrong, but yeah.
All I know is the Shadow Queen is a threat to the universe.
Did you not just hear what I said?
Yeah, and you're implying she might not be.
I'm implying that Ines Celine, may be the Shadow Queen.
You think you might be?
By the way the conversation went, and just me kind of connecting dots, like when Fletch and I arrived, Biscuit and I arrived in the Shadow Plains, that's when we started hearing like little whispers like, "The Shadow Queen has arrived." And so that's kind of like me connecting the dots. And like I said, I could totally be reading into this wrong.
I never heard that. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Well, then just forget what I said, and let's just go to Skydock and negotiate.
Well, all I know is the Shadow Queen, unless I've been misinformed before I got here, is the Shadow Queen has been attempting to enslave everybody. She's in charge. She's driving everything. So how could you be the Shadow Queen if you're not actually in charge of all of the people that have been attacking you?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Why would they be attacking you if you were?
Well, the thing is, like, they've never, like, completely. They've never had a chance to like take a swing on me because I generally stay in the back and burn
Yes, they
people to
have.
death.
Didn't Gaon Rice take a swing at you?
Oh, freaking! I was so
He
tired
did.
that day. Oh, he did. Okay.
He tried to electrocute you with the lightning bolt.
Kinky.
So a person who's in charge knows they're in charge. I'm not sure how
Yeah. So
they're.
I don't think you are, dude. I wouldn't look too far into that.
I know, and like that's why I said I could totally be like reading into this wrong, but let's just kind of like I guess like connecting the dots and
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure you are reading too much into it.
I mean you're right, I could be. But I mean that's
Okay,
why
anyway.
anyways, yeah, let's just go to Skydock.
We've been talking about this too long.
Yeah, but let's just go to Skydock.
No, I wouldn't say you've been talking about it for too long. I mean, this is your characters talking about what's going on in the world. I wouldn't say it's unwelcome. But as you're standing there, the other Kyle begin to pile into cars, and there's more besides.
And they're going to meet us over there where the negotiations are going to occur. Is that correct?
That's what they told me.
Yeah.
So these Kyle are our friends. The other Kyle are working for the enemy. We're negotiating.
He says,
them.
I wouldn't think of you as my friend, but okay.
It's okay, I wouldn't think of you as my friend either, but you haven't tried killing me yet, so
And I don't
Oh,
intend to.
We'll just say
So,
we'll
no,
just
that's-
say that they are friendlies, okay? Let's just leave it at that.
the
acquaintances.
enemy,
Let's not get
the,
into semantics.
Okay.
the
Okay.
enemy of my enemy.
The
is
enemy of
friend.
my okay, I like that saying. We'll go with that. Okay, let's get in the cars. Everyone just like slither underneath the car and get into it. How the fuck do you like?
Yeah, fucking last week when you looked under the car and just like, there's the map.
How
Get
come
this
I'm
fucking
always
wheel
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
how come I like sit on top and everyone like gets like underneath the fucking vehicle? Like Jesus Christ! I just
Oh, that's
They
funny.
are not. They are not surrounding the car.
They're trying to climb in. So
they're slithering. So the door to get in the car is like it's underneath it. So we all have to like slither underneath the car and like climb into the car.
so we're still at. Okay, so we're right there, eh?
Yes, and then we need to go right there. Right here.
Skydock, yeah, over
Yeah,
here.
Skydock. Okay, yeah, I'm
I'm
with
gonna
you.
change my thing color because I don't know how to do that anymore.
I have to step away just 30 seconds, but I'll be back.
Okay.
You can go ahead. I'm like you got to get Skydock and get oriented. I'll be back by then.
Okay. On your map, on the communicator you have that shows the map of Verces, it says that Skydock is approximately a 1 week journey away. But you look around, you notice that the guys, the Kyle guys, they just got into the cars without preparing anything.
Yeah, they mentioned that the journey to Skydock was a lot shorter than in our world.
Yeah.
Like, what was it, like half the time?
Half or less.
Okay, yeah.
And I mean, we also do have like I'm pretty sure like we still have rations and whatnot too. So
Yeah.
Well, about that.
About that, I traded mine for for my armor.
well, somebody's starving to death. I'm kidding. You just
You don't need to eat on the shadow plane. It's okay. I still have water, right? Or did I give that away too?
You did not give that away. They refused to accept water. They said they have enough.
Great.
Well, I mean, at least you won't die of thirst, so dive of Jesus Christ.
I still
Like,
have the biscuits.
Don't eat biscuit. That's not nice. We're not cannibals.
No, the
the flavorless trail ration biscuits with that are just dry and unpalatable.
I was trying to make a joke. All right, let's go. Let's go to Skydock. Who's driving?
probably Cal.
I don't know. I mean, who would want to see like Fletcher or Nez drive? I think that's a solid idea, considering neither one of us has driven a fucking vehicle before.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, I apparently I can summon a motorcycle out of thin air, so I mean that's got to count for something, right?
Fletch would have us killed.
Guess I get to die with the love of my life.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Can someone roll 1d12, please?
I got it.
Yup.
1d12.
5.
6.
Okay.
Oh.
And at about 2/3 of the way there, you can roll 1d12 again.
Do you want me to do it now?
Yeah.
1.
Okay. You arrive at Skydock like 5 or 6 hours later.
How fast are we going? How fast are we
Driving
going?
at regular road speed. Not that fast. But there is a road in between most of these cities. It is just like a 2-lane road, and it is in basically perfect condition. Occasionally there's some rocks that you have to drive around. There's wrecks on the side of the road, that sort of thing. But, yeah, you get there between 5 and 6 hours later. I don't have a map for Skydock. So, I'll draw it.
I mean, you could just like get a map of like the table that's in Among Us
Hold
and
on.
just have us. Okay.
Are you planning on taking it to a building and that's why there's not a map? We could just go to wherever you want us to go, where you do have a map.
I feel like it'd be weird for the campaign to not have a map for places.
It had a map for Verces and a map for Kuvakara. Hold on.
That's it.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, no, we'll never go anywhere else.
Okay, so I'll draw it for you guys.
Can't wait to see the beautiful drawings.
Alright, you can see that?
It's beautiful. Love it.
Alright, that's not Skydock.
Great.
You see there's a city on the ground. This is the ground. Buildings, a city.
So Skydock is a city?
And there. That, in the middle, I need to fix that, actually. Do actual line. There we go. There. So, what you're looking at, there's a city on the ground, and then it looks like an impossibly tall tower right in the middle of the city.
Kind of like how that station, how the space station was shaped, like how it like kind of like coned in like towards the end, like towards the bottom of it,
Yeah.
and like it coned. Okay.
The people you're traveling with tell you that over the years, a collection of buildings has been built around the base of Skydock that provide amenities and lodging for arriving visitors, as well as housing for those who work on the space platform, which is at the top of that tower. It's a giant structure coated in vibrating darkness, and the sound of that, it's basically like a space elevator. It's a cable that goes from the ground to orbit, and the sound of that cable fills the air with a rustling dry wind. Just the sound of the cable hanging like that. Due to some sort of magic, whenever a starship lands on the material plane version of the planet, the computers here at Shadow Skydock scan the vessel and record its schematics and can recreate it. Hello? There?
Oh, I thought you were still talking, so I wasn't saying anything.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, we're
thought you
just
were still
listening.
talking.
Just wondering why the music isn't working.
So that's not a very thin tower, it's a rope.
Yeah, and there's an elevator that can go up and down. You approach. You follow the people in front of you as they drive to a particular place. They park and get out where there is an inn tavern type thing, and they get out and they get rooms. They intend to stay there for a couple days.
So I guess should we get rooms, or should we just try to like negotiate and then like try to go find where our communist is trying to take us to?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if we should stay for the negotiations or not.
I mean, we did kind of help kill the giant, and I kind of feel like we as a whole have a better chance of like helping these people to keep the peace and make sure they don't, as the Kyle that works with Eclipse, don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, I feel like this is like sort of like a similar situation as with the elves all the way at the beginning of the campaign, when we were sort of mediators, but we
I
didn't
feel like we should.
have anything to do with the
Yeah.
situation.
So I feel like we should go for that. I mean, like you never know. This could be a trap and whatnot. So I would feel bad if we like just walked everyone into a trap and then just
Yeah.
left and didn't help them. So I mean, I feel like. So I say we should just stay and mediate. So I say we get a room, for a couple nights or something like that, and then after mediations, I say we continue on with our quest.
Yeah.
Everyone like that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep. Good by me.
Okay.
Alright, you get rooms. You set yourselves up in the tavern at the base of Skydock. Give me one moment here. There are pictures that I did not save. After setting and resting for a few hours, there's a knock on your door,
Mm-hmm.
and the lady from before comes in. She says, "Okay, so there's the other group has arrived. They're also downstairs. We've agreed to meet at this location because it's the same location that our community used for many years before the recent business with Eclipse. So you're welcome to stay or you're welcome to go. If you go, then I recommend you see the Kuthites of Shadow Skydawn. They worship Zon Kuthon, and they're all around okay. They're okay people.
I'd like to hang around to see what the negotiations, even if we don't stay throughout the negotiations, to see what they have.
To see what?
I mean, we already decided that we were gonna stay
Oh.
and just kind of like help mediate and just kind of be there in case things go south. So, I mean, we can do that and then go see
Hello?
the.
Oh. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, can you repeat that?
Looks like we're all in agreement then. We're gonna join in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. As you sit around short tables on the main floor of this building, another group of Kyle come in. They say hello, and then they sit on the floor in front of your group.
How far away are they?
2 or 3 feet.
I'd like to cast a spell Zone of Truth, so that as long as they're within 15 feet, they have to be telling us the truth.
Maybe warn them first so they don't think you're hostile, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, you
had that
broke up.
problem
What
last
did you
time.
say?
Yeah. I mean,
Tell them you're casting Zone of Truth first, but also I feel like that's not necessary unless you absolutely need it.
yeah, because I feel like we've all agreed to like come here on mutual terms. It's not like we're all like. It's not like we're holding a knife up against them, like telling you better get your fucking asses here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's mutual agreement, so I don't see why someone would find the need to lie if it's been a mutual agreement, you know?
Mhm.
So, but I mean, like, if we start getting like the sketchy feeling that people are lying, then I say cast it. But I think right now, let's just try to like keep this like a magic and like weapon freeze only. Let's refuse. Let's try to refrain from like casting spells or taking out
Yeah.
weapons.
Well, the other option, since it's a negotiation, is we tell them ahead of time, we're going to put a zone of truth around all of us. And
No,
so that
I
we
don't.
can be
I don't
be
want
honest
that.
and
That sounds
truthful.
like a really
Yeah,
dangerous
I don't
idea.
see the need for that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they've come here on mutual agreement and terms, so it would be like really counteractive to
So
us coming. It would make us seem like the hostiles.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't see the need for Zone of Truth unless we absolutely think they are lying about something.
Well, they haven't started talking yet, so we don't
Yeah,
know.
I know.
Yeah, and
I
that's why
know,
we should
but
like wait
still.
from casting it.
Yeah, still. Either
And-
way,
Okay.
Fletcher has high enough insight or whatever to be able to tell.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I'll go with that. The fact is, they come, they want to negotiate. We don't know, given who they worked for, we don't know whether we trust them yet. So we have to set grounds under which we can learn to trust them, and vice versa, I guess.
But this isn't our negotiations though.
Yeah, this is really cute, hot NPC chick and her people versus the people who worked for the Kyle. We're just here as mediators. Like we're just
Yeah.
here to make sure, like in case like something goes south, we're able to like protect them and keep them safe.
Yeah.
So,
This isn't.
so she
Yeah. This
trusts
isn't.
them enough that in negotiations she said, "No, we're all on side on here." Is that what
Yeah.
you're
No.
thinking?
This is. Yeah. This isn't our negotiation. We don't have. You know. We don't have a place to say anything about what they're negotiating about because like we literally just got here.
The lady
We don't know what
who
they
you're
need.
traveling with turns back towards you. She turns towards you and says, "You know a little more about Eclipse than I do. With them gone, is there anything that they could have... How do I put this exactly? Do you know if there's any implants or like computer cybernetic control of these people that could exist?"
Definitely a lot of their employees had implants.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And they were
Any-
controlled from a. They
You
were
wouldn't know
controlled
this.
from a
Kyle
distance.
wouldn't know this.
Right.
Yeah, Cal wouldn't know this.
Only
Yes, you're
Fletch and
right.
Inez would know this. Fletch and
Yeah.
Fletch, Inez, and Biscuit.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He didn't brief me on
And
everything.
Vidania.
Right, and Vidania,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Vidania would know that. Vidania would be the expert on this because we don't know very much. Me and Ines don't know very much about technology.
We know it makes flashy lights.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
What is the
100%.
purpose of this device? Oh, it makes lights? Never really thought about it. It's just been here in the corner, and it turns on sometimes, and then it makes lights.
I mean, have y'all seen my computer setup? My entire setup is like just basically lights.
Alright, so she asks you if there's anything else you can add that might make these people dangerous.
I know the original origin of what the signal was supposed to be before Eclipse took over and Kaon Rice decided he wanted to make money over what the original I cannot think what the original goal for the signal was.
So
Some of
she
these
says,
people
do you
may.
think these people could be affected by this signal?
I'm not sure since we are on the shadow planes, but in the mortal realm, I guess only like the other planes, they would have these computer chips in their that are hooked onto their brain stems, and that would work. We're not sure if the signal can function here in the shadow planes yet. We haven't seen or like had like any issues or run-ins with anybody with a computer chip in their brain, but like really the biggest thing like that would be able to spot if someone had a computer chip in their brain is like the inability to stop working.
Well, that's
And-
only one of the chips.
Okay.
Also, like, not loving pain, I guess. Like, being a masochist, basically.
Yeah, so one of the things that is common with these people I've found is that they super enjoy pain.
Kind of almost like a sexual level.
Yeah.
By the way they act, sorry. Like, not trying to be weird,
Yeah.
but like that's literally what it reminds me of.
No, that's an accurate description.
Yeah.
Well, the negotiations begin. They begin speaking in Shadow Tongue. Do you speak Shadow Tongue?
No, we do not.
No, they continue talking to each other for some time. And this guy, occasionally, it occurs to him that he might want to translate for you. So you do not get a full picture of the conversation, but whenever she says something that they respond to, he turns around and fills you in on something at least. But the bottom line is that the three you're looking at over here are the leaders of this breakaway faction of the Kyle. And they are apologetic. They are deeply apologetic for turning against the group. And number one, turning against the group. And number two, accepting that there is an authority over them, which is apparently something of a taboo for these Kaya. They want to rejoin the group, and What she is concerned about is that they have been tainted in some way by this association. These ones over here, actually the one in the middle that I just pinged, she says that there are some in their group that talk about a Queen of Shadow. And again, this is unacceptable. They've accepted, they say that they've accepted great gifts from this Queen of Shadow. And they, for the leaders of this group here, they say that's unacceptable. But they don't know of any way to return the gifts because they don't seem to be something physical.
Question. Are the gifts kind of
He
like
turns
the
to you.
one? Oh. Are the gifts kind of, well, this is kind of like a question to DM from Violet. Are the gifts they're kind of like the ones that like we all got, like how I'm invincible to cold, basically?
Yes. You're not
Okay.
invincible to cold, you have
Um,
resistance.
That's what I meant. Sorry, I was confused. Continue on.
She says to the opposite side, have you consulted Father Gloom? To which they say, yes, and, well, no, they haven't consulted him about getting rid of these non-physical gifts. They'll consider that because they're here now. Overall, the meeting is a success, and they don't have an agreement to live both in Kuvakara now. These others, they live somewhere else, north of here. But, it's altogether, these three on the right, they stand up from where they were seated on the floor and leave. She turns to you and says, well, thank you for your advice. Thank you for your information. I have a feeling you might want to see Father Gloom as well.
Who is Father Gloom?
When you say Father Gloom, I think of the Pokemon Gloom.
She blinks at you for a second and says, sorry?
So who's
I don't-
Father Gloom?
Father Gloom is the leader of the cult of Zon-Kuthon that operates Shadow Skydock.
Ah, okay.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. I mean, we could get Fletch like a little bit closer. We could get Fletch a little bit further away from going insane.
So, Dad, roll religion, please.
Okay. Let's see. Religion. Okay. Oh, great. 1. How's that?
Really?
Yeah. A little 1.
You have a bonus. How do you get a 1 there?
It says -1 on the religion.
What? Really?
Are you serious?
Hold on.
Yeah.
As a cleric?
As a cleric, you have
That doesn't
-1?
make sense. That does not make sense at all.
Yeah, I know, but that's what it says.
I have a +4 in my religion.
You're the Pope.
I have a
compared to me.
+1 in religion.
Dad,
Yeah.
your character does not have proficiency in religion. Where is this? Why is this? Wait, huh?
How's that even possible?
You're a
Flash
You're
out
a
of community.
cleric.
Yeah.
You know, when we went on this before, there were some things missing from mine. Apparently, religion for a cleric is supposed to be a little higher, but mind you, I didn't start as a cleric. That was given to me, right? I'm an insectoid of some kind.
Oh,
And I was given...
So, yeah. Proficiencies.
And
Choose 2 from history, insight, medicine, persuasion, and religion. and you chose medicine and insight.
Okay, I guess I will
Ah,
roll for
so now-
religion then.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do then? Roll a religion? Or no, sorry, roll an insight?
11.
Ines rolled an 11.
Ines, what you remember is that Zon-Kuthon is the god worshipped in Nidal. And he
Can I
is
roll as
the
well?
god of pain and the god of darkness.
Can I roll as well?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
see if
have
you
slight
remember more than me.
proficiency. Yeah, I have slight proficiency.
So what, a 1 isn't good enough?
You have a
18.
-1. Okay.
No, you
Yeah.
Dad, you have a +0. You don't have -1 to that.
Oh, okay, so I'm
Ref-
actually 2.
Dad, refresh your page.
I got an 18, by the way, DM.
18. All right. What you know about Zon-Kuthon is that he is the god of pain, and that he's worshipped in Nidal. You've had dealings with a cleric of his, a cleric of Zon-Kuthon before. He's the guy with the piercings, right?
Mhm.
And so what you know is that the thing that occurs to you about Zon-Kuthon and their worshippers is that it sort of follows the rule about illicit things becoming more dangerous. Because in
Mhm.
places where worship of Zon-Kuthon is illegal, they tend to be cults who like capture people and torture them.
Yeah.
But in places where it is legal to worship Zon-Kuthon, all of their worshippers and all of their torture victims are willing subjects who want to engage with their god in that way.
Yeah.
And seeing as these guys are in charge of a city, it seems more likely to be the second case.
Yeah.
Can
But
keep it with
that's
consent.
what occurs to you with 18.
I heard that.
All right.
I mean, it won't hurt. It doesn't hurt to try. See if we could get rid of these gifts. I mean, so what's the worst that could happen? He says no, he can't help us, and then we just continue on with our mission.
Yeah.
So I mean, might as well.
So we go see this Father Gloom, whatever.
Here he is.
Person.
Here he is. Those skull piercings, nice.
You haven't looked at this picture yet, have you?
No. Not
I'm
in
really
detail.
digging the vibe.
I am too. I
Yeah,
kind
that's
of.
a really good vibe.
So,
Kinda
although
get-
this picture here, he looks really angry at you. He's not angry. He's a very upbeat sort of. He's very upbeat as a person,
Okay.
Works for me.
and yeah. So right now, there aren't any elevators going up and down Shadow Skydog.
Mhm.
Father Gloom is here at the base of it, in a small building,
Mhm.
and yeah, as you approach, the towering structure is enveloped in layers of shimmering shadow, as if wreathed in untold volumes of smoke. A few humanoid creatures roam the streets around it in an erratic, listless patrol. From a nearby building, a small figure emerges, holding up his hands in a gesture of peace. His glowing yellow eyes and skin the color of storm clouds are enough to mark him as Kyle. Entirely bald, he bears ritual scars, tattoos, and dozens of piercings in symmetrical design across his body. The markings continue down the neck and disappear under his clothes, emerging from his sleeves to extend all the way to the tips of his fingers. Flat studs pierce the backs of his arms in what seem to be agonizing inch-wide, bone-deep piercings. Bits of metal have been forced under the nails of his left hand, giving him wicked, painful-looking claws. He's dressed in oil-stained mechanics coveralls and wears a tool belt. When he talks, his tongue's been split down the middle, and his teeth have been filed to sharpness, and this belies the sweetness of his voice. Some well-armed travelers, he says. Praise the Midnight Lord. My name is Father Gloom, and Shadow Skydock is run by me and mine. Well, it was, until 3 days ago? Yeah. We did time. It was maybe 80 hours. One of my acolytes, now former, has turned into something. Infected these machines with some kind of virus and claimed the place for his own. He looks up. It happened so suddenly we got out with our lives, but nothing else. Looking at you, I am sure that the Midnight Lord, Zon Kuthan, has sent you to help us deal with this problem. Shadow Skydock has tremendous resources, and I'm sure we can come to an agreement about what we can do for you.
I mean, I'm just looking for a please help us, and I'm down.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
I mean, I'm always down for helping people.
All right.
But you have to say please before we help you.
Oh my god. Don't listen to
He passes his split tongue over his sharpened teeth in this really cruel-looking grin and says, "Would you please help us?"
Okay, I didn't mean begging. It was like... Oh, God.
Ines was joking. You didn't have to say please. We would help anyway.
Yeah, I was just kind of being a dick. Because I had some attorneys yell at me and I had to tell them to say please. But I mean, let's go. I mean, let's see. Step 1, how do we get up?
Well, let me tell you what's happened. Several days ago, we picked up a surge of planar energy from Darkside to the southeast. This huge surge of planar energy apparently caused one of my associates, Herambor, who was, already prone to experimenting with the darkest aspects of our religion. He lost his grip on reality. I've seen similar incidents before, and eventually the victims usually do fatal harm to themselves. But Herambor somehow transferred this corruption to the mechanical devices above us and turned the whole place into a meat grinder. The suffering.
Literally or figuratively?
I was just gonna say that.
Hydraulics
I feel like
puncturing
you literally-
torsos, torque threads ripping limbs from bodies, fuel injectors ballooning flesh until it burst. One doesn't like to see your life's work ruined. Hopefully you can help. Nearly all of our manufacturing facilities are now too dangerous to pass through. We know that Herambor has retreated to a specific hangar, and this hangar, we know, is connected to a maintenance shaft untouched by the machinery. My mechanics are no match for Herambor in his current state, so we've been praying for aid, and here you are.
Okay, well, we can for sure try to help.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I have a question though. Like, did he set off a signal or something, or did he set something up and then suddenly everything just went nuts?
No, I believe it's southeast of here, there was a great surge of energy. About 80 hours ago, or so.
So assuming the map is like so north, east.
He points it on
South.
your map. And he says the surge of energy was right there. And he points at Blacksite. He says,
Oh,
you have
Well,
something marked on your map. I have
Yeah,
nothing
we've been
marked
there.
on my map here. What is
Well, wouldn't you know? Look at that time. I think it's time to go start helping people.
yeah. Don't know what black site is.
Yeah, I've never been there before in my life.
I'm gonna elbow the two of them and say, cool it.
Let's go.
So he says, surely, travelers such as you don't do this for free. Let's talk about recompense for when you return.
Will you repeat that you cut
Okay.
out on my side?
That's okay with me.
I was talking to DM.
Sorry?
I didn't hear what you said. You cut out.
He says, surely you're not going to do anything for free, so we should talk about recompense now before you return.
Okay. Thank you for repeating that.
He says, Skydock is at your disposal. What would you ask of us to return our space elevator to our possession?
Well, we were bestowed upon these gifts. I mean, they're not really gifts, but I don't. Fletch, can you explain this better? Because I can't.
No.
But I'll attempt to do this. So we were bestowed upon these gifts. I, Nez, have a resistance to cold, and I have another gift, but I totally forgot what it's called because it's not on my character. It's on my sheet. But I'm good.
We were told some of your some people of this other group that separated also received these same gifts or similar gifts
He
Air quotes around gifts.
from the quote unquote Shadow Queen. And some of us are looking to get rid of these.
Not go crazy.
I thought
We
I
don't
felt
know
something
if you can
interesting
help
about
with
you.
this.
I thought I felt something interesting about you. Yeah. He steps forward, uncomfortably close, and begins sniffing.
To whom?
Each of you.
Oh.
He steps back and sort of passes a flavor around in his mouth for a second, as though he's tasting wine. His brow furrows in concentration, and he says, Yes, I sense a distinctly Velstrak flavor to this corruption, but there's something different about it. It's not purely spiritual. There's a mechanical taste to it, as if there's a metal hook buried in your flesh somewhere, keeping this gift in place.
Well, Fletch does have a metal heart, so.
That's
I guess
not
I point at Fletch.
That's not it. A mechanical heart implant. It doesn't have the spiritual flavor like this. That's not it. Very fascinating. Well, I'd be glad to cut you open and to look about inside if you like.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I am quite
Sure,
skilled.
why not?
I am quite skilled at vivisection. None of my patients die
No,
unless
I'm
I
not-
want them to.
I'm all right, thank you.
And unfortunately, this is beyond my power to rid you of. However, if you follow the chain attached to that hook inside you, to the one who holds that chain, and destroy them, you have a chance to rid yourself of this gift as well.
Fuck it, I'm down. Let's do this.
However, if you're interested, does he say? He'll include this. This is meant to be afterwards, but of course he'll include here. If you wish, I can perform a ritual and grant you the Midnight Lord's blessing and allow you to overcome some of the drawbacks of this shadow living inside of you. This will not cure the corruption. Beware. This will perhaps tempt you closer, even. But it will allow you to, possibly allow you to ignore the drawbacks of one of your manifestations.
I mean, that sounds pretty handy for, which one is it? Eerie perception, where I get dazzled by everything.
Ooh, shiny.
Especially since Glenn seems to be so fond of using very shiny spells. And so is Ines.
Okay, I literally shoot fire from my hands. What else would you expect from me?
He says, so, here's what I can do for you. You need to go somewhere and find the one who holds the chain attached to that hook embedded in your flesh. A metaphysical chain. You also need to rid yourself of some of these drawbacks, of these gifts that have been bestowed on you, in the meantime, before you get rid of the gifts themselves. I can do both. When you return Shadow Skydock to me, I will perform the ritual to give you this. The ritual involves quite a lot of pain, fortunately, and you are guaranteed to live. I'll say that. You are guaranteed to survive. It has about I want to say a good chance of working, of being successful. It involves either ritual scarification or deep piercings or well, the ritual does call for a tattoo if you want it. I've always found
Fuck
them to
yeah,
not have enough pain. So ritual scarification or a piercing of your choice. When you return, I will do these things for you and create a shadow copy of your ship that you can go and find this Queen of Darkness and rid yourself of her burdens. Acceptable?
Fletcher's fine with this.
Yep.
Inez wants to I don't, how the fuck do I word this? Inez wants to ask kind of wants some information in for trades of maybe the ritual. Cause Inez only has 2 gifts. So she's not super close to insanity. So I just want information on who this Shadow Queen is so I can stop being super wary of myself and get that thought out of the back of my head that we're gonna end up having to kill me.
Ines, you're going to be fine.
Yes, but this information could also lead us closer to A, figuring out who this chick is, B, where she's at, and C, what kind of power she has, what she can do, and we could also plan a better, I guess, plan of action to attack her and bring her down without the chances of one of us dying.
Father Gloom says he has no idea.
Well,
he's too focused on running Shadow Skydock, but he says it's probably wise to assume that if she's given you these gifts that have become burdensome, if she's given you these gifts, then she must have those gifts herself.
okay.
He says that's
Fair
just
enough.
my
Either way.
presumption. I have no more information than you do. In fact, I have
we
much
do-
less information.
That's
Okay.
actually a very good observation.
Yeah, that is.
Thank you.
He
Anyways,
nods.
whatever. Well, I say let's get this show on the road and let's go tax some bitches.
Seconded.
Yep. Third.
Yep.
Thirded.
I don't even think thirded is a word. So I guess Lego my ego. Let's go.
All right, so you walk into the base of Shadow Skydock, and he says, Father Gloom says, "I do apologize for this, but this is the only way to reach the hangar where Harambur has stationed himself." As he says this, you realize there's a ladder.
There's a ladder?
There is a ladder
Ah,
in the center of this.
No one told me there was going to be a ladder involved.
What's with you and ladders?
So this is actually, in real life, this is actually one of my irrational fears. I am deathly afraid of climbing up ladders.
Well, I'm sure Ines will be fine.
It sends me into full-on panic attack having to climb up a ladder.
I used to
I
be
think
really
Ines will
scared
be
of
fine.
climbing up ladders. So then I overcame it, and the way I did was by climbing a ladder on the outside of a 4-story building.
Fun.
And then taking a look around up top, and then I had to climb down. And it turns out climbing down is harder because you can't see where the next rung on the ladder is to put your foot on.
Is this Father Gloom talking?
No, that's me.
No, this is
That's
David.
me, the DM talking.
But I as in Violet am actually seriously deathly afraid of ladders. I don't know why I had to so I was a theater tech for my theater program in school, and we had to climb up a ladder to get certified to do the lighting stuff, and I was the main lighting technician, so I had to certify everyone, so I had to climb up and down the ladder before everyone, and every time it gave me it just freaked me the fuck out. But then when I broke my wrist and was climbing up the ladder, but kind of doing this little jumping motion, I was just fine. I was like, this is more fucking dangerous than doing it with 2 hands. But I was fine. But I was ladders are no, just fucking hate ladders. Will try to avoid climbing up ladders no matter what.
All right, so as you're climbing, notice the helpful arrow. When you get about here, you notice your weight is starting to decrease.
I don't like this feeling of ladders.
And when you get up here, you notice your weight is actually quite a lot less than on the ground. By the time you get up to the top, you weigh about 1/3 as much as you usually do.
We're way up.
Yeah, it's a long way to climb. You're climbing for multiple hours, but it begins to get easier and easier. You finally reach the top, and you haul yourselves up into a small crawl space underneath a room. And there's a floor hatch on the ceiling above you. The room itself that you're in is maybe 10 feet by 10 feet. There's a ceiling hatch, floor hatch on the floor above you that you could open and get out of to enter into one of the rooms in this hangar. And you can hear some sort of mechanical creature stomping around up top.
Does the shaft continue on, or is it like we literally have to, as soon as we get into that little divot thingamajig, that we have to climb out?
You don't have to climb out immediately. You can rest and catch your breath.
I say let's rest and catch our breath.
Or breast.
I just cannot fucking talk today. At all. Jesus Christ.
I guess they're just really bouncing.
I'll be
Yeah.
the
I just gotta hold them for a second, dude.
She
I mean, I
says-
kind of.
She said earlier that you can, catch hers.
Oh,
That's true.
okay. Inez looks at Fletch and just kind of like does like this little side smirk and like winks at him. I'm sorry.
Extremely cringy.
You know the look I'm talking about. You know that look you give your wife like as soon as like you put your kid to bed and like they're dead asleep and like, yeah, let's do this. That look. That's
wait,
exactly.
wait. I know. This is 1 second. Inez does this.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Hell yeah!
Is this in Discord?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I thought so. That's what.
Hey,
You know-
baby girl.
Yeah, you see, like you know that like little slide smirk emoji that's on the iPhone that definitely is like people use like as a sexual innuendo, like the like yeah.
I fucking hate that one.
That's the exact face Inez is making.
Fletcher will look away.
But baby,
Give me one moment. I'm setting up the map.
sorry, not sorry. Did you see what I was in Discord?
No.
I have like a really bad itch in my back and I can't reach it, so I'm really contemplating going to the corner of my bathroom and like scratching my back on that. What the fuck? Is this guy okay? Are you on Reddit?
No, this is something my friend sent to me.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fun story today. So, we got the notice of hearing out like super late, and our hearings on like Tuesday or it was on Thursday the 20th, and the fucking attorney calls. I'm just like super pissed, and I get to go, hey, sir, I'm sorry that stuff happens, but I'm just the receptionist, and if you want to yell at me, I'm just gonna press record on my phone, and I'm gonna give that to Mr. Beats, who's the attorney for our client, and you can take that up with him in court when he plays that to the judge, and you can deal with the judge and see how they feel about you treating the receptionist that way. And suddenly I get started treating being super nice. So, points for Violet. I also really do hope that our clients don't say anything about the notice of heating that I sent.
Well, it
really
remains
hope
to be
it don't.
seen.
I mean, my boss, I carbon copied my boss into it, so he hasn't said anything about it, or he's just choosing to ignore it because he knows I already feel like really stupid about it. So,
All right, so you pull yourselves up out of the hatch on the ground into a storage room. A number of shelves line the walls of this square room. There's various components of computer boards, engine boosters, gyroscopes, shield panels, stabilizers that lay abandoned on the floor or forgotten on distant shelves. Some of the equipment is not in black and white. It's, ordinary equipment that's been kept here. The clutter is the thickest in the northwest corner of the room, across from a circular hatch in the floor that you just came out of. And there's like a garage door out to the east. That is a giant saw blade.
Oh, okay, I thought that was a hatch, sorry.
And there is a dismantling robot. Vidania, Cal, and Biscuit immediately recognize that, number one, it is a dismantling robot called a deconstructor. You've seen them before. They usually work around shipyards. They get programmed to just take the ship apart, and it goes and does it. But you can also immediately realize that it is not operating under its normal programming. Its four limbs are sort of moving erratically and stabbing at the junk around it. It occasionally releases small bursts of static and garbled white noise. And it is currently fumbling about.
So I'm assuming that even though there's shelves in the way that we can see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The shelves are not passable, but they're low enough that you can sort of see over them.
Okay. We could try to go for like a ranged attack or something. Oh, sorry.
Or tall enough that you can see through the middle shelves. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like how a library, like if you take a book out and then the book that's like right across from is missing, you can see through it.
Sure. Except these shelves are
not filled with
like
books.
wire shelves that have some bits and pieces and parts on them.
Yeah, I was just trying to get. Yeah, I was just trying to get like the message.
DM.
Anyway, go.
Should I have been keeping track of my ammo?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Let me just remove 3 of these.
Okay.
Oops.
All right. So what do you do?
I say we kind of. I mean, obviously, we all know that the robots here have gone bad. Not say gone bad, but infected with the virus. So we have one of two options here. First option is we can just go ahead and destroy it and just save it for later, or just like kind of think about the consequences later. We can sneeze.
Jesus.
Sorry. Or we can try to restrain it and I guess like
Betsy
take
and
out the.
Dad, roll insight, please.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, so what
9?
Jesus Christ! That's
What
a
a-
great modifier to add to that.
So, Cal, what occurs to
Yeah.
you is that this machine is designed to be able to withstand starship parts falling on it. Like if it takes apart the wing of a starship, that whole wing might fall on top of it, and it has to be able to survive that. The idea that you'll somehow restrain it is not really in the cards.
Not a workable option.
Yeah.
Oh, we could just walk around it, go down one of the aisles and out the back.
So the where it's at. So if I remember correctly, DM said like there was a garage door like right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the monster is obviously right there. So the only way to get past it, because I'm gonna assume that Cal.
Cal,
Thank you. That Cal relayed that information back to us. Roughly assumption here.
Probably.
Probably, yeah, I'll say yeah. Oh, well, it's moving now.
It's banging
So-
on this drum with a plasma drill.
Nice.
are there other doors other than that garage door over on the side?
No,
We can
that's
only
it.
go back to where we came. So
That's it,
I
I could distract it.
I mean, if you want to, you can. Then I can hit it with a ranged attack.
It
I
looks
have,
like it looks like it's busy. We could just walk over there, or I'll walk over there, and if he comes after me, I'll come back here. But you know, it's like everything else. He's got a job to do, and
Okay,
that
but
job
they've
may
been
not involve attacking us.
Do you not remember what Father Gloom, Irish Father Gloom, said to us? That the monsters have all been infected, and it's literally become
A killing machine.
a killing
meat
machine.
grinder.
Meat grinder. There we go. So
Yeah, so
we have to kill
what,
it.
What I was thinking was I could use Shadow Jaunt to distract it and bring it over here. And in the meantime you guys could go over here, and then I could once again use Shadow Jaunt to just go away.
Oh, I like that idea. Yeah.
All right, we'll try that. Let's go for it.
Easy peasy. Can I do that, DM?
Yep. So go ahead and do what you're doing.
Okay, so
And-
I want to go over here and make a noise. I guess that would attract its attention, probably. Hopefully it can hear.
And as soon as it gets to here, we're going for the door.
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Okay. You watch as this fuel tank, this fuel drum that it's banging on, it turns on the plasma cutter, slices it in half. Oil covers the floor. All around this area.
Didn't see where you pointed. You
Yeah,
talking
what area?
down at the end?
Oh, there.
Over here. Yep.
Oil covers the
Okay.
floor all around that area, and it pushes the top half of the barrel aside to move past it towards you.
Okay. You guys go.
Let's go. Do we need to roll to move?
Yeah, everyone roll in.
Can I exit?
Oh, what?
Initiative.
Oh, sorry. Or initiation if for Violet.
Yeah.
Let me just get the cards.
I got a solid. Wait. I'm assuming I'm. Gage, do you want to play Biscuit or do you want me to play Biscuit?
I
Is
got
he a melee
22.
character?
Jesus Christ! Fuck. Cal got a nat 20.
Is Biscuit a melee character?
Huh?
Yes, he can be. He doesn't have a lot of equipment.
That's true. I mean, we did kind of save him, just randomly.
So
I
what does
don't-
22 mean?
Here, I'll put the link into Discord for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see
You
his
sent
character sheet.
you sent Laz's character.
Oh, that was
Nope.
Laz?
No,
Radar?
it's not.
It looked
Radar
like-
is not Laz.
I thought Radar was Laz, my bad.
No, Radar is Monkey.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Well, I mean, he has spells.
Plasma Edge, Dash Go. Yeah, he first and second level.
Why
Okay.
is he only level? Well, I can't read those fucking a level. No, I thought that said level 3. I was gonna say why is Biscuit level 3?
Okay.
What do you want to do?
All right.
The answer
Probably-
for that question is why is he level 8? Why is he like so little equipment? Because he has not had the time to do anything. All the
There were
equipment,
plenty of merchants.
And I could have swore at level 8, I at least had access to 3rd level spells.
Yeah, but he's a ranger, so he's a
Oh.
half spellcaster. Lexi, what's your thing?
26.
26.
All right, I'll play for him.
I was about to message you private message and be like, do you want me to play for him or do you want to?
No, I can play
And
for him.
Gage, what
Okay.
was your initiative?
My initiative was 16, and I'll roll for Monkey.
Okay.
And Monkey is a Youch 8.
8. Okay.
But Cal got a nat 20. So would that, just like out of
No.
curiosity, would that change where he's at?
No.
So the only time like a nat 20 does anything is if you're rolling to attack?
Yes.
Basically, here's the way to look at it. If it's possible for you to succeed, a 20 will succeed. If it's
Yeah.
not possible for you to succeed, you won't be rolling. I will just tell you, you can tell this action is impossible.
That doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
If you're rolling and you get a 20, it's a success.
Okay. That I
But
understand.
You won't necessarily just be able to decide to do something, roll, and if you get a 20, it happens. That's not how that works.
Because like for example, like some like I think I remember correctly, like the mirror's AC was, I think it was like over 20, right?
Yeah.
That hard the mirror? Yeah.
Yeah.
The AC was like over 20. So that would make sense. Like if you're like, for example, if I was going to cast Firebolt, I have to roll above like a certain thing, because compared to a lot of my other spells, I have to, for like Firebolt, I have to roll 1d20 plus 8. And if it gets to a certain point, if I hit like the AC, it hits, and if I get nat 20, if the AC isn't like obviously above 20,
Yeah.
it would critic.
So
Okay, yeah.
Let's start. Lex, your turn.
Thank you for explaining that.
Wait, what did the robot roll?
I'm not going to tell you that until they take their action.
My bitch.
Are we just like going?
Yeah, Lex, what are you doing?
Well, the plan was
Well-
for me to shadow jaunt and attract that guy's attention so that you guys can get over to the door and then I can shadow jaunt away.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna book it as far as I can.
DM, I assume the door is open. We can go in.
The door is closed.
So I'm standing by it. I'm trying to open it. Can I?
You see a handle at the floor.
Yeah.
And it's simple enough that if you pick up the handle and open it, then
That's what I'm doing right now.
it raises up. Really easier than it seems. Everything here weighs about a third as much.
Yeah, I'm stepping in. And behind the wall. If everyone else runs through the door and then she shadow jaunts over, we can shut the door behind us.
He?
He.
Yeah.
Fletch is wait what? Okay, so sorry, cutting again. Fletch is he, she, they? Question mark.
Fletch is non-binary.
Okay, Fletch is they. Got it. Gracias.
Yeah. Okay,
The robot
so
is definitely it though. So
no, that's what
it's-
I was. Okay, yeah.
No, are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure I saw a vagina on that robot. No, I'm sorry, not sorry.
Listen. It gets lonely at the shipyard.
Okay,
Alright,
sorry,
I'm
Daddy.
listen. I'm just gonna change the music because you aren't taking the fight seriously unless I have the
Sorry.
What have I ever taken?
fight song.
The fight
ability-
music.
When have I ever missed the opportunity to make a sound like that?
All right,
Alright,
thank
now,
you.
Now that there's music, maybe you'll take the fight seriously. I need to
Highly-
as well.
yeah.
Alright, so
If you guys don't get over here, I'll shut the door.
Lex, it's your turn.
DM, how far can I run? How many squares? I don't remember.
I think
I
you're
think
running
it's
speed of 30.
6 squares. Cal is only 5 squares though.
Wait, DM, didn't you say if we were running that got doubled?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I gotta turn this music down a little bit.
I think I'm done then. Actually, I will.
The hangar floor out here is a wide open space with heavy blast doors to the south. There is an area where a damaged starship would be that is empty, presently surrounded by portable industrial machinery attached to generators. There's long chains everywhere, some barbed, some bloody, some ending with hooks, and some are hanging from the ceiling, wrapped around machines, or just laying in coils on the floor. And there's the mutilated remains of about a dozen people that are scattered across the floor. Blood is everywhere, accompanied by the smell of ozone and gasoline, and there's a set of doors on the side. And you see 4 people.
The doors are on the east.
Yes.
Room for 2 more in here. Maybe 3.
Did you say Inez?
Or 3.
Okay.
Alright, so whose turn is it? Lex just moved. Dad, you moved first. Gage, your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I need to continue distracting this bitch, so I'm just gonna take a swipe at him with Jonathan, I guess,
Okay, roll to hit.
just to keep his attention. 29.
Is definitely a hit.
You sure?
Alright. And damage for Jonathan is 1d8 plus 6. I keep
Go for it.
forgetting. That is 14.
Alright, 14 damage. Next is the enemy turn.
Great.
This one tries to hit you. 15 is a miss.
Yep.
You see it tries to grab at your throat with a pneumatic claw. And you move your
I
head.
know Flesh enjoys that too much, so I'm pretty sure they would enjoy that.
Fletch just said nope.
Meanwhile, out in the hangar area, these creatures are moving towards Vidania and Cal. They are undead creatures.
They look squishy
that's
though.
not
so
good.
They look squishy, so that might be easier to handle than a robot.
Slightly easier. They aren't really carrying any weapons, but one of them tries to slam at Vidania. 19?
She hits. They
Okay.
hit.
And they do 10 damage. Alright, that's the only one that can get close enough to hit this round. Tink, your turn.
Nez is gonna use Call Cosmos on the robot.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a circle to work with.
is this gonna dazzle me?
I have no fucking
Probably
idea.
not.
Probably.
Okay. Wait. Oh shit! This is a lot better than I thought it was.
Hold on. Hold on.
I gotta type this out anyways because I'm pretty sure I've never done something like this before, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fuck it up.
There we go. Where would you like it? Yes, perfect. Okay. Roll damage.
27.
13 is probably a failure. It takes 27 damage.
That's my dick, bitch.
All right. Do I have to roll, DM?
No, you are not in the range.
Okay. Awesome.
Next
But
is
it's-
Monkey's turn.
Wait, but is it light?
No, it's not.
It's 5.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
It is
So
made...
Okay.
Let me describe... Tank, if you want to, you can describe what happens.
Okay. So the way I've been thinking about describing this is just like, so you know how the Northern Lights kind of like dance around, kind of like that. You know, like have you seen Brother Bear? Like how in the Northern Lights, you know how they dance around and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
So I always imagine it like, imagine like the Northern Lights are like coming down, but since like they only appear in like certain aspects of it, I would imagine like I kind of like imagine it would bring the coldness of like. I think it's the North Pole that you see him really good at. You see him like kind of like dance on. It brings the coldness of like the North Pole with it, and then because of the fact that the Northern Lights are caused from sun flares, it as soon as like the cold dissipates, the fire, like the heat from the solar flare, just like burns it. That's kind of how I've always imagined
So
it being.
there are two things that happen. First, the spell evokes a vertical column, 20 how far? 20 feet in radius. Oh, not diameter. All right, 20-foot radius and 40 feet high. It's 20 feet in radius and 40 feet high. I'm gonna nestle it closer to the wall there. All right, and this inside. What's whirling around are bits of burning stars and chunks of frozen comets. This deals 4d6 fire damage and 4d6 cold damage. This damage only occurs once when the spell is cast, but for the next however long it is, I believe it's 10 rounds or concentration, the fallen and whirling star stuff makes the entire area difficult terrain. And there's thick swirling clouds of particulate space matter that look like the Northern Lights, and this blocks all vision through the area. You can only see 5 feet. You can only see what's right next to you when you're inside this circle.
Okay.
Monkey's turn.
All right. So Monkey is, because Monkey does not have strong. What is his moving speed? 30. Okay. So he's going to sprint. So that's six spaces. Yeah.
12.
12. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Go here,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Next, Lexi.
Nice. I'm going to attack the creature in front of me with my Dashko.
Roll.
19 plus 11.
That's definitely a hit.
And the damage is 11 plus 5, 16.
16. Okay, do it again. Or are you rolling both attacks?
Let me roll the second one again. Yeah, so the second one was 17 plus 11, so I assume that one is as well. And it is 15 damage.
Alright. You slam your Dashko down into the shoulder of this creature. And they don't have any skills that grant them damage resistance against that. So you do full damage for that. Good job. Yeah, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to take my mace and hit that one.
Alright. Roll attack and damage then.
20.
That's a hit.
Damage. 13.
Alright.
And I was going to take a bonus action,
Yeah.
which is my spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, need to get the gay hammer. There, one gay hammer coming up.
Nice.
Just 1 second. Okay.
And
just wanted-
Dad, you control the hammer, so you can move it wherever you like.
I'm going to hit him right over the head.
Okay.
Bonk.
All right.
Go to
Bonk.
horny jail.
Yeah. 1d20 plus 9
Gay
is
hammer.
25.
That's definitely a hit. Roll damage.
And it is 1d. Oh, somebody's 10.
Alright. Describe to me how the hammer kills this thing.
Gay hammer
Oh,
to the rescue.
it splits the head wide open, flattens it.
Sends it to horny jail.
Yep,
Just flat head. Alright, there you
just
go.
a flat head.
And yeah.
We're done that one. Yep.
Rage, your turn.
Sorry.
Yep. All right. So because Ines is still there, I'm going to. Well, actually, if I move away, since it's in the circle, it can't actually see me, but it could also move away from the circle. Is there any shadow over here?
There is shadow almost everywhere.
Okay. We're gonna shadow jaunt again.
Go ahead, move yourself.
Bye bye.
As soon as you get through
the enemy. Fletcher, I believe you have your movement still? Or
I
does
would.
Or does Shadow Jaunt say as part of movement?
Shadow jaunt, one action. That's all it says.
Alright, so hold on. Shadow Jaunt, one action. You instantly travel between shadows a point within 60 feet. Line of sight is not necessary. Yeah, okay, you're fine. Yeah. So you still have your movement, but not your action.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to come over here and stand in front of Monkey because I have more hit points than him. He's squishy, I not.
Someone's going to close the door now.
No, Ines is still in there.
Next, enemy's turn.
Thanks.
Ines, you hear a beep come from over here. Next, this one tries to attack Fletcher. Fletcher, You feel happy that you interposed yourself between these two,
Yes.
despite being wounded.
In immediate danger. Oh no.
You take 24 points of damage
Sorry, why 24?
because 12
Can I
is
use
double.
uncanny dodge or?
I forget how uncanny dodge works.
If I can dodge from an enemy that I
Yes,
can
you can.
see to have the damage.
Yes, you can. So you take 12.
Haha, no crit for you, bitch.
How many hit points have you got?
I've got 80. Now
And
68. I'll be fine.
okay, so you got okay.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Monkey
Yes.
and I are like the only like two people that really have like the lowest health. Like it goes Monkey, then me, then I think it goes Fletch, then you, then Vidania.
No, I have more than Vidania.
Alright, the other two miss. One misses Fletcher, one misses Vidania. They're both trying to grab and claw and scratch. Tink, your turn.
Tink is showing a breadstick. Can you give her like 2 seconds, please?
Yeah, Tink, I actually
this
have the
image in
most
my-
health in the party.
I have this image in my head that Ines has a breadstick. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wait, I know we're in combat. This is a garlic breadstick.
It's an Olive Garden breadstick, okay? My boyfriend's mom gave me a $30 gift card to Olive Garden, so we got Olive Garden for dinner tonight.
Alright, so you got
Okay.
the breadstick, you're done.
Okay. Okay, I'm good. I'm not dying anymore.
Ines, your turn.
I know, I was dying there for a second. I'm just... Oh, fuck. I gotta take care of this robot. Wait. Wait. That's a little... Okay. I'm going to use... So, basically there's shadow everywhere. I'm gonna use shock through shadow and electrocute this bitch. Wait. Is that how... Can I do that like that?
You can't see that creature. You
I-
can't
I-
see the robot here.
Okay. Never mind then. Shitballs. Then I'm going to use, 4th level Wall of Fire. And I know, like, there's freehand, that's what I want. And I'm gonna cast it that, but I know, like, there's gasoline right here. So that should help melt the bitch.
Sounds good.
Alright, as you cast it, your Call Cosmos disappears. Because that is also a concentration spell. And the robot can now see you. It beeps, and you see its head turn towards you.
That wasn't a good idea.
Bitch.
What level is Wall of Fire?
It's 4th level.
What level is Call Cosmos?
5th.
How many 5th level spell slots do you have?
2.
Okay.
Should I have more?
No. I'm just wondering. Yeah, you cast Wall of Fire, and I need to read what it does. Wall of Fire. 5d8, right? 5d8.
Yeah.
60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. Dexterity saving throw or 5d8 fire damage. Please roll damage.
30.
It fails. It takes 30 damage.
It's like my dick, bitch.
Next. Are you moving?
No, but what about the, no, sorry, wrong thing. What about the gasoline right here? Doesn't it light on fire and, like, do something? Or the oil?
Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure oil is flammable, so I figured that would also light on fire and do something to the
Especially
robot.
with the kind of intense heat.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's kind of what I was...
So
The
more
oil
than 30
here-
damage.
No, it's not standing on top of the oil. The oil is on fire, though. It is giving off thick black smoke. Next is Monkey's turn.
Okay. Monkey is going to. Is there something here that he can't stand on?
That is like some sort of electrical generator machine. It's about 6 feet tall.
Okay. Monkey is going to stand here and attack this one with his plasma edged Dashko.
Yep.
And then to hit is +7. That is 20.
Yep.
Alright, and 2d6 + 4. That is a 12.
All right. You see the edge of the Dashko turn to like a blazing flame just as he brings it down onto the creature. Lex, you see this happen and you feel envious.
Hell yeah, I do.
Lex, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna take my dash coat and whip out the one closest to me.
Yep. You can roll 2 attacks and roll damage twice at the same time if you want.
Sounds good. The first one was a crit success.
Nice.
So 30.
roll damage 3 times if you hit the second one.
And the second was 14 plus 11, 25.
Both of them hit. So roll damage 3 times. Or roll damage twice and double the first one.
Okay, sounds good. So the first one was 16 doubled, which is
32.
32.
thank you.
You're welcome.
And the second one was 7 plus 5, which is 12.
That was quick maths for you guys.
Yeah, describe to me how you kill it.
All right, I'm gonna slash upwards, trying to cut him straight in half.
That's exactly what happens. You spin around, you slice one of the arms off, and then you leap upwards and lift the body and cut it as you do.
Nice.
Fletcher approves and says that's nice.
Nice.
Dad, your turn.
I should have finger gun.
Okay.
Fletcher is genuinely impressed.
I move to there, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit that one with my wonderful mace,
So you're gay hammer?
my gay hammer,
No, he has a mace.
What?
You miss.
and I miss. How can you miss that close, eh?
There's like a
welcome to my-
wire or something on the ground.
There's
I
a
must have-
wire on the
I
ground.
must have tripped.
No,
He's-
I'm not saying you tripped. I'm saying you noticed a wire on the ground.
No,
So I
I-
bend. So I bend down, pick it up by mistake instead of swinging my hammer.
Sure. Sure. Dad, you still have your hammer. What do you do?
Hit it with the gay hammer.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna hit it with a hammer. Sorry. Right
Smash
there.
it with a hammer.
Bonk.
Point
Yeah,
deal.
but I did not. Yeah. Okay. Consider it done. I gotta roll, don't I? Just give me one.
What?
What?
Were you animating the hammer bonking the enemy?
I was.
What?
That's a hit. Roll damage, please.
That's so funny.
All right. A second.
Wait, wrong one.
11.
Alright. The hammer smacks this creature for 11 damage. Next, Gage, your turn.
Yep, I'm going to attack this bitch with Jonathan. Or, should I? Yeah, no, I'm gonna attack this one. 27.
Is a hit.
And 1d8 plus 6.
And you get sneak attack.
That
Don't
is
forget.
10. Oh, right. And then, so 5d6, right?
Yep.
I am not rolling that IRL. Alright, so 15 plus 10, that is 25.
Alright. You do a bunch of damage to it, but it does not die. Next is enemy's turn. First one, it beeps. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the maximum of movement. And it tries to attack Ines. 28 is a hit, I think.
Yeah, that's a nice solid hit right there.
Ines, you should have gone through the door like the rest of us.
Yeah, it'd be like
Yeah.
Oh, I do that sometimes.
So it does 22 damage.
Ouch.
Youch.
And roll either athletics or acrobatics.
You know, acrobatics seems to be the best one because that's a +2.
Alright, you have to beat a 14.
I hate my life.
6. No.
The pneumatic claw wraps around your neck and squeezes. It
Choke me
It
harder!
raises a pneumatic jackhammer, and on its next turn it will try to kill you with that pneumatic jackhammer.
Fucking love that for me. Okay.
Next, over here. This one and this one, they both turn to attack Fletcher. Both hit. One is a critical.
I can only use Uncanny Dodge on one of them,
Darn.
right?
So
These are high
yeah.
scores.
But
I'll
how many
Uncanny Dodge the
times
critical
can you
hit.
use- Okay.
I don't think it's.
Yeah, there's no.
I don't actually think
there's
it's
no
limited.
Usage, it's just reaction. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll
So-
Uncanny Dodge the critical hit
Yeah.
to have
so
that.
13 plus 9 is 22.
Alright.
Tink, it's your turn.
You should disengage.
I'm kind of being choked and held up right now.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Okay. I'm assuming I can still talk
Yeah.
and move my hands.
Yeah, yes, you can.
I'm
There's no
gonna
restriction
use.
on spellcasting.
Okay. I'm gonna use 5th level Arcane Hand. And I'm gonna grab it and pull it away from me. Like, I'm gonna grab the claws and, like, break the claws off, basically, with Arcane Hand.
5th level arcane hand. Oh, I didn't know you had this spell. This is a good spell. So it's grasping hand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The hand is an object that has AC 20. A large hand of shimmering translucent force in an unoccupied space. It moves at your command. Bigby's grasping hand. Hand attempts to grapple a huge or smaller creature within 5 feet. Use the hand's strength score to resolve the grapple. Strength of 26, that's plus 8. Okay.
So I'm gonna use 2d6. Okay, it passes.
Well, yes, it might. Yes,
Oh,
it
it doesn't
does.
have a. It doesn't
Yeah.
have a hit DC. It doesn't like. Wait. Like I just cast it. Like I have to cast to like It does not have a hit or saving DC.
Alright, so I'll show you. It appears here. It is about that big.
That's creepy.
and
Sexy.
It
Really creepy.
grabs this guy and pulls him off of you, and then crushes him in the hand. Roll damage, please.
Okay. 2d6 plus 4.
What level is this thing?
5th level.
Okay. This is new. I haven't seen this before.
I got it at 4th level, but I haven't found like a really good like place to use it because it's such like a different spell compared to how I normally cast. It's more of a spell that you would use up close to like pull yourself out of danger, and I haven't really, at least recently, been putting myself in that spot.
Well, it has
Where
a
I've-
range of 120 feet.
Yeah, I
Wow.
haven't like a good place to use it because normally if I'm at 120 feet, I'm gonna cast Fireball
So,
because that has a hell of a lot more damage than Arcane Hand does.
well, but it had a beautiful advantage there. It pulled the creature away from you. Now you're
That's
free to run.
Yeah, but that's exactly why I wanted like I like that's kind of like I kind of use it as like a. It can be used both offensively and defensively, but to me, the way I would like to use it, I want to use it more as like a defensive spell because I have a lot of offensive spells like where I can cast from a distance or cast up close. But with this character, with this creature being like right on top of me, about to kill me, that's where I feel like I would use Arcane Hand to save myself
Okay.
and pull myself away from that.
Okay,
So I
so-
kind of use Arcane Hand as a defensive spell.
That sounds like a great strategy. I mean, who would have guessed it? Just pull you away. That's a great idea, or it away, I should say.
By the way, the giant hand spell is a classic. It is from the earliest edition of D&D.
Imagine bitch slapping someone with an
I
enormous
missed that.
hand.
This
Holy
is
shit.
this
So-
is one of the things that you do with the hand. You can
Yeah.
grab something, you can crush it, you can just use it as a fist and slam it into someone. You can have it shaped like a cup, like a palm, like a cup, and you sit in it like a chair. Anything you can do with your hand, like physically. This is an artifact of the earliest editions of D&D because this spell is literally the player's hand on the table. And what you do with your hand on the table is what this spell does.
Would you be able to like pick up the enemy and drop them?
Absolutely. You can pick him up, raise him 120 feet in the air, and then let go.
Yeah, so you think
Not
you might want to
here,
keep
because
that in
the
mind.
ceiling is 20 feet away.
Yeah, but still. You might want to
mean,
keep
like,
that in mind for outside.
Like I have thought of that, but like the thing is, so like I have so many like spells that I mean, yeah, this spell can do damage, and like with DMs, like it's like a physical hand spell. My dad actually told me to get this spell. My dad used to DM when he was
And that's why, because
course.
he remembers
That's
that
why,
spell.
yeah.
yes. Little embarrassed
would've
about
been-
that.
Take,
That
you
would have
still
been
your
that would have
movement.
been forgive the pun, handy with the giant.
I know. The thing is, it's like I have like so many.
There's a good chance that the giant would be stronger than the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
But
Either way,
on the upside, the giant would be focused on the hand and not on anybody else.
Anyway, can we
Yes, Ines,
Yeah,
you still
yeah.
have your movement.
Oh, what? Apply my movement?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay, so then all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Not
So I'm running
quite-
apparently. But no.
Not quite outside of this area, but yeah.
Oh wait, if
next
I'm running,
would
wait,
be-
if I'm running,
You
wait a second.
can't. You can't.
I can't. Okay, yeah, you're right, because I can only do 30, and that would be Yep, I know what I'm doing. Ha.
Monkey's turn.
Monkey's turn. So Monkey is going to approach and attack. With the
Roll
plasma
to
edge
hit,
dash
and
go.
damage.
Yep. To hit is plus 7. That is 24.
Yep.
So the damage is 2d6 plus, what is it again? 4. Ooh, 8. Not the best roll I could have gotten.
That's pretty harmed, so 8 might be enough.
It is not.
Unfortunate.
Well, we got to be pretty close, though.
Next, Lexi.
Hey. Double 16, so 27.
Hits.
And
Wait,
the
which
first
are you
one
attacking?
does.
There's 2 corpses in front of you.
Oh, shoot. I'm gonna go move towards the one closest to Monkey Scare.
Same tile as
And the
Monkey?
first one does. Yes, if that's alright.
You'll have to roll a disadvantage. If you stood here, you wouldn't have to.
I will stand there.
There we go.
Nice. So the first one does 16 damage, and the second one does 15.
Okay. You definitely kill it. Would you like to describe how?
Yeah. I'm gonna decapitate it.
Done.
Ooh.
The body falls to the
Classic.
ground, and the head sort of drifts off for a few moments. It spins in the air a little bit. It hangs a bit longer than you expect it to because gravity is 1/3 as strong here. And
That's funny.
eventually it does arc to the ground about 15 feet away. Dad, your turn.
All right. I'm moving over here, and I'm going to attack that one with my mace.
Go for it.
Just don't get distracted by a wire again.
18.
Is a hit.
All right. Here we go. Six damage. Darn.
Wow.
And
And the hammer?
no, and the hammer. Dee-dee,
Send it to
dee-dee-dee.
Horny Tail. Do it.
Yeah. 9. $22.
Go ahead, roll damage.
And 9. Oh, yeah, 9.
Alright. Next is Gage.
I'd like to hit this one again with
Go for it.
Jonathan, as usual. Alright, where's my dice? There it is. 28. And damage, and I assume I get sneak attack as well.
You do.
So that is 10 plus. Yeah, go on, roll the dice. Thank you. 23.
Where's the
Gotta be dead.
Where's the 10 come from?
My 1d6.
Oh right, yeah, sorry.
1d8
23.
plus 6.
It is dead.
It is dead?
Yep. You use
Okay.
Jonathan and cut off all its limbs. Enemy's turn. No enemies can move right now. Tink, your turn. Tink.
Oh, I'm talking without pressing my damn fucking button that I have for push to talk. So, oops. Oops. I'm just gonna run out here, close the garage door, and while I'm doing it, I'm gonna release Arcane Hand.
There's no reason to release Arcane Hand. You can leave it on.
Okay. Bye, bitch.
So for the next few rounds, you're just crushing it again and again, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, at least do I have to recast it?
No, it hangs around for a little while.
Okay, cool. Then I guess I'll just roll another 2d 6 plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You hear sounds coming from the other side of the closed garage door, and you are technically out of combat.
This
Well, you may-
seems like a good time for me to head out. I have to get up again tomorrow. My last time.
Yeah. What you notice is that this guy you are looking for is not here. Not in this room.
Yeah, well, there's a door to the east.
Do we want to try to barricade it shut or something, or do we
You're
want
not
to?
taking a rest. I mean,
Okay.
your next
We just got here.
action is to go through. You just got here, like
Okay, true.
less than a minute ago.
Okay. I mean, I'm still down for playing if that's okay with Glenn, if he doesn't mind if we like kind of keep playing. I mean, it's still really
not
early.
at all, no. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, it's early for you guys. I have to head out, but you guys can play me if you want. You know what I like to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to keep playing.
Yeah, I'm still down for playing.
Because
Lexi,
we did a lot of talking this time, so
we
it
did.
feels like we
Yeah.
kind of just started
And-
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we started a little late too. So this should be my last night that I have to head out early. So next Friday I'll be able to stay as long as you guys do. All right, you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next Friday.
See you next
Yeah,
Friday.
you too.
All right.
Bye.
Dad, I
Bye.
will record. I'm recording this session, so I will give you a video file of the rest of this if you like.
Okay, great. Thanks. See you next
Is
week.
your sound gonna work this time, DM?
It's gonna work.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure because I can't really just stop it and listen to see if it matters.
I know. Will you send Glenn's sheet, please?
Oh yeah.
Before
Yeah.
we keep
Oh,
playing,
he's in D&D Beyond actually. If you go check in the campaign.
Oh, he is.
There you go.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Awesome.
Winnipeg.
I'll-
Illinois.
can we get a snack break?
Snack break. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I'm
and
done.
bathroom break. I've been sitting here for the past couple of hours, so.
I'm gonna go
I'm-
get coffee for myself. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
5 or 10 minutes.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.